Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is LCOBMW. I'm Glenn McGowan. Today I'm starting off my C3 Drift build with starting to clean up and reassemble my 355. For those of you guys just tuning in, I am doing a Gen 1 small block. No, it's not an LS. This is 355, 30 over 350. It's a built bottom end. It's got a little cam in it. So I'm pretty much going to be putting a set of heads on this and putting it into my C3. So I am at the point now where I have everything kind of torn down on this. I'm waiting for a couple things to put the heads on and all that kind of stuff like that. But I wanted to reseal the oil pan today, reseal the timing chain cover today, get it all cleaned off, and then paint it all black. I got some engine degreaser, I got some engine enamel block paint and brake cleaner, rags, gaskets, oil pan gaskets, all that little stuff, so I can just slowly kind of put this together. I am still kind of, you know, getting all the little things I need to put this back together, and then get all my trans stuff, my trans swap. So I just kind of need to start somewhere, so I want to get this kind of knocked out. So as I get other parts, I can just kind of put things together as I'm accumulating them. So I'm just going to get this thing kind of hose down real quick and start taping it off and get the oil pan on, you know, and all that little stuff like that. This week's video is brought to you by LCOBMW.com. Shop our site for Corvette performance parts. We now have our new D.I.Y cat delete pipes back in stock, our new test pipes, and we now have a new version of our hose kit available. This is for 88 to 91. This includes a fitting that you can hook your hose directly up to the hose that's on your car on the firewall. So check out the link in the description or visit LCOBMW.com. All right, first things first, get this bag off this thing. Okay, so I'm going to start at the bottom of this thing. I'm going to clean off the gaskets from the timing chain cover here and clean up the oil pan gasket area, then get those on and sealed, and then at that point I can start cleaning everything off. Cover here, and there is a front seal in there that I'm going to punch out, because when you order a new timing chain cover, it comes with that front seal. So I'm going to replace that, and also I'm just going to get all the old gasket material off of this. Alright, so I'm just going to pretty much hammer out this old seal, so it doesn't matter if it gets damaged or anything. I just have this on like two pieces of 2x4s here, just to kind of elevate it a little bit. It comes out pretty easy. So I just want to clean up that surface in there, and then we'll put like a light coat of oil on this, and then what we'll do is put this in like that, maybe put something flat on top, and then just slowly hammer it down. So I'm just going to use this 2x4, just make sure it's flat on there. Alright, so I got everything all cleaned off now. I'm going back together with it. I'm going to put this gasket here, like that. All right, so this is on now. Now I'm gonna do oil pan gasket. All right, so this is like a one-piece gasket here. So I'm going to show you real quick. Put RTV in here, and here, and then down around here. Same thing there. I am going to get to that one-piece rear main seal once I get it off of the engine stand here. All right, so before I lay the gasket down there, this thing needs to be cleaned out pretty good on the inside here. All right, so ready for the gasket. Pan. All right, so I got the pan bolted down, and now it's bath time. I'm gonna soak this with energy degreaser and just let it sit for a little bit. All right, so now's the fun part. I'm just gonna start toweling all this crap off of here, and I'm gonna brake clean it really good and try to scuff it before I paint it. All right, so now I'm just gonna brake clean this whole thing down. Taking most of that orange paint off too. All right, so the good news is all this paint is just flaking off here, so I'm stuck with a wire brush getting it all off. So, you know, a small project like just painting this thing, now I'm scrubbing the freaking thing, getting all this paint off of it. It's gonna take me another hour or so before I can even get paint on it, but it is what it is. Okay, so that took me like way longer than I thought, but I mean, that's kind of like car building. You start off for like a 20-minute project and it ends up being like a day later, 2 trips to the auto parts store. I'd run out and get brake clean. I've been scrubbing this thing, as you can see. There's like no paint on it now. I'm gonna just turn it around right now. I'm gonna tape off the top of the block and get all that kind of masked off because there's some areas that I still gotta get paint off, and then I can paint this thing finally. Okay, so I got this thing taped off, cleaned off, blew it off with the air hose. I have the cars all covered. I have some Rust-Oleum engine enamel high heat paint in black. So I'm gonna hit this up with a couple coats. So I just wrapped up painting it. So just do a quick little walk around. All right, so that's nice and shiny. So there's just a couple little things I want to just kind of clean up and paint real quick too. So that's pretty much out of the way. So all I have to do is just get my heads and start putting this back together. So I'm going to do my balancer, and then I'm also going to take my shifter assembly apart. Some of the rods are a little dirty and rusty and stuff like that. But I'm going to take all that apart, paint the backing plate for the shifter rods, the little pieces that bolt to the actual side of the transmission, just little things like that, so it looks a lot cleaner when I put it back together. So this is what everything looks like right now. So everything just kind of has surface rust on them, so I'm going to clean up the bolts, balancer, and then you can see that with the shifter linkage too. So I'm going to take all this stuff off, clean it up real good, and then probably just paint these. All right, so now I got everything all taken apart. So I'm going to clean all these metal parts of the rods. The mounting plate here, obviously it looks pretty bad. So I'm just going to take some red scuff pads, scuff these up, and then probably just shoot all these black. And then I'm just going to sand this down too, just get some of this surface rust off of here. That's it for today's video. So it's a nice little jump start. So as I get the new parts, I can just slowly put everything together. My plan at this moment is that I want to assemble the engine. I want to have the flywheel, clutch, trans, everything bolted up. So all I have to do is essentially just swap the old engine and trans out of my car and then swap this right over in theory. So we'll see how that goes. So if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. Thanks for watching.